Here we have a freight train coming through with the GREX. And you can see the tamper sitting there to level out and raise the track. It'll be as high as the other track. They threw this crossover in here. Rio Grande. Coal train. According to what I read, 75 passenger trains come through a day and about 50 freight during the weekdays. And now they're on one track here because the GREX train is here dumping the rock. You can go online and see that this train can dump a ton of ballast in no time. They're heading down to the next car to open the bottoms and let the rock flow out. And here's our coal train passing it by still. The lights you see way down there are a ballast regulator that's working. He's telling them how high it's got to go, that it's got to be as high as this other track. Down at the end here, where the GREX train is on, it turns into a third track. They're going to cut it and push it over into this. Then they're going to take out this crossover here because it's old and beat up, and a switch that goes to the second track. So this second track here will move over and tie in. I'll get a video of it after the train's out of the way, maybe one day during the week next week, probably Wednesday. You can see where it ends and it kind of tapers off. That's where the track is going to turn in and join up with this. Because it turns around the corner there and it's going to head straight down all the way through. You can see the new signals and everything. And this will go all the way to the proviso yard. That tamper there has the ability to move the track right or left, 5 inches at a pop. So they straighten it as they go. What they do is they stick a laser down at the other end, right where they want it to join, and that tamper follows it down and moves the track into position, not just raising it up and leveling it, but it also straightens the track out. I can see the flashing yellow down there, so this train cleared that first track, so there could be a passenger train coming from the other direction now that that coal train switched off to the middle. So we'll see. Looks like the GREX train is going to operate again. They're opening up the cars. What a great idea. They can swing that thing out. You can see here they've got some substantial piles that they dumped the other day. There's one there, there's a couple there, and a couple over there. Way back in there. Zoom in a little bit. You can see it sitting back there. They're going to use that rock when they replace the crossover and the switch, and they push the track over on the end. Quite an undertaking. Then they have 6 miles to do in Geneva. I'm going to park on this right here. It looks like an old foundation from a semaphore signal at one point, and is now done. Oh, and they're dumping the rock again down there. at the very end, and then they're going to come back this way. I'll definitely come back when they do it. The guys will tell me. I know some guys on the crew I've talked to. They'll tell me when they're going to actually make the crossover. It'll be on the weekend for sure. This crew has 8 days on, 6 days off. So they work Tuesday to Tuesday. So they'll be done this Tuesday. They'll probably get this section raised and leveled by then, because they'll be here tomorrow and then Tuesday, because today is Sunday. So we'll see how these guys do. They're jacking the track up back there right now and joining it together. And we'll see what they get done. They're dumping a pretty substantial pile down there at the end. Probably enter one or two, or empty a couple cars down there. They come with a big payloader and move it if they have to. And like I said, they have one that it has train rails on it, and they drop the wheels down and they put it right on the tracks, and they can push the rock if they want that way. You can see how big it is now. And the train's coming back this way. You can see they're just burying the track. Because like I said, they'll just take a payloader and run it right down the middle of the rails that runs on that track, and they'll knock the rock out of the way. Then Charles will come with his tamper and lift it and start to straighten it. And they'll gradually lift it so it's as high as that other rail. You can see it's clearly, at this point, about, let's zoom back out here. It's probably about 18 inches to 2 feet too low. So that's how much rock they're going to need. So you can see they're piling it on, making piles and burying it, and then they'll lift it up, and then the regulator will pull more back in if it needs it. But like I said, there's a bunch of huge piles down there. So they're coming this way. I'm going to sit here and we'll watch it. I'll pause till it gets out in front of me, and then I'll show you the cars. But you can see that guy down there opening the bottoms. Here she comes. That's a lot of rock coming off that conveyor.